Welcome into wonderful Sugar Land, Texas. Red Raiders, Texas Tech, Cougars of U of H. Texas Tech winning 6-2 last night in an absolutely dominating display. Did not see Jaden Munoz in warm-ups, but he is out there and will be centering the first line. See how that collarbone's affecting. Did not play the rest of last night's game after taking a puck high. Showed up with what looked to be a sling on. Joseph Price will start the game in goal. Abel Munoz, Droit Gallagher, want to say Foreman as well for U of H. Valdivieso, Longcar, Kramer, Birdsong, and the Marcusons as the national anthem gets ready. Ready to go. Valdivieso and Price are the starting netminders. Shout out to Tim Hortons for some nice Tim bits. Got a 20 rack. Pretty good this morning. A little too hot of the coffee, but ready to go with some Timmies. Birthday cake ones are the best in my opinion. Again, Abel, Foreman, Munoz, Gallagher, Droit for U of H, Birdsong, Marcusons with Keegan Kramer, Peter Longcar, his final career game as a Red Raider. Had two last night, a hat trick for Chase Marcuson, and you can throw in a little helper right there at the end by Birdsong. All the way up for Theo Marcuson to make it 6-2 at the end of that game. See what Texas Tech has got today. See if I can get y'all a little bit of a better view. It's about the best I got. We're ready to go. Texas Tech, U of H. Face-off won by the Cougars. Munoz dragging around. See how that collarbone's going to affect him today. Puck sails all the way down. Kramer's there. We'll clear it out to the top, I think. Cannot see it. Birdsong with it. Chips it up. Munoz hits the deck. Not see anything. Puck battle there. Abel's at center ice. Abel a little sim move. Dumps it off the boards away from Kramer. Will be played all the way for Chase Marcuson. Tries to play to Longcar. Longcar and Munoz battling. Longcar ends up with it. Dumps off the side of the boards to Theo. All the way back around. Longcar chips it up for Birdsong, and Birdsong chips it out for Chase Marcuson, the hat trick guy last night. His first shot of the game. Looks like it hit a body in front. That was Droit. Good battle alongside the boards. Gallagher was dropped by Theo Marcuson. Theo in front with the puck, trying to find Birdsong, and it's going to sail through the zone. Coyce and Desjardins out there. Red Raiders will get an offensive change. Desjardins will play the puck from Valdivieso. Leave it for Coyce, who's going to ring it up for Schutz. New lines out there. Schutz is out there with Hallam and Cullen. Cullen will go play the puck. Cullen with it. Cullen a little move up to Hallam. Sturdy vet. Threw a little interference, but the Red Raiders still up with the puck. Back in front for Schutz. Nothing there. Red Raiders will keep it in the zone thanks to Desjardins. Schutz will play deep into the corner, given chase by Barker and Hallam. Hallam to Cullen. Cullen a throw one on net. Back in front. And It's covered up by Joseph Price. Get a little opportunity 2 minutes in for Texas Tech. We'll send out Kramer and Finn. I said Fulham. We'll keep Hallam Schuts Cullen out there. Face-off is won by the Red Raiders. Cullen tries to send it up. Kept in the zone by Jack Finn. It's going to ring all the way around for Zhao. Back for Finn. He threw one towards net. Try to hit near post. Nothing there. Puck was trying to be passed on. Kramer played a little in the way. Finn down to Kramer. Kramer a good move, and Keegan Kramer's going to take it. A little stick work by Edwin Zhao. As Longcar runs some interference on Hoffman, puck will go up and out of play. Another change of the lines. Kellenberger, Neal, and Plant. That's one of the new pairings. Grady Laidlaw dropped to the fourth line with Diarro and Lamb. Third line that gets as gritty as it possibly can with these three guys out there. Plant wins the face-off. Longcar keeps it in the zone. Neal to Plant. Try to find Neal. The puck is still bouncing, and Xavier Abel is going to take it. Abel try to center one. Coyce will play it away off the boards. Back in front. Longcar had it, given chase by Abel. 1-2 from Neal to Plant. Plant all the way over for Kellenberger. Ethan Kellenberger had a good opportunity last night. Kellenberger sends it around the boards. Will be played by Foreman. Off of a couple helmets, Foreman ends up with the puck. Foreman moved off the puck by Neal. Dumped out by Longhard Gallagher over to Droit. Droit right at Valdivieso. He will glove it for a stoppage of play. Laidlaw, Diarro, and Lamb out there. Desjardins, Kramer. Laidlaw, the centerman, wins it. Desjardins to Lamb. Lamb is going to move. Price hits the deck. Doesn't look like anybody can really get good control of the puck. Kramer up to Alex Lamb, and what does Lamb have? A good shot on net. The rebound in front is finally gloved by Price. It was a good shot by Alex Lamb. Laidlaw went in there, and they're going to throw out that first line with this great offensive opportunity just 4 minutes into this ball game, or hockey game. Face-off won by U of H. Kramer tried to keep it in. It's dumped out, and Jacob Price given chase. No icing as Desjardins plays it back for Kramer. Kramer sidesteps a check. Theo chase up to Birdie. Zach Birdsong with it. Barker given chase. Bird out to Theo. Theron throws one towards the net. Nothing there. Puck will clear the zone. Chase on the back check. It'll be icing. Looks like Jacob Price tried to get it changed. I will not let him. Margolis, Jennings, and Price. Barker, maybe Gallagher. I cannot tell you. Puck clears the zone. Longcar will play it back. He had 2 goals last night. Good shot by Chase Markison. Just missed the blocker's side. Chase picks up his own miss. Chase Markison, the leading points and goal getter for the Red Raiders. Tries to send it across for Jack Finn, who jumped on for Kramer. Puck comes out to Birdie. Birdie tries to chip it past someone. I believe that's Barker. Him and Finn giving it a battle. Jennings joins in. Still battling over there for the puck. Puck finally exits out. Given chase by Jennings and Theron Murkison. Theo, another good battle. Moves a man off the puck. It's Birdsong. Birdsong, a shot. Good save by Price. Birdie and someone took a tumble. That's Jonathan Margolis. No, that is Trey Barker. Him and Chase talking. Took Birdie straight to the ice, but Birdsong a great opportunity in front. Takes on Hallam, Schutz, and Cullen. Coyce and Desjardins face off one by the Red Raiders. It's Tyler Cullen. Tries to stick handle around. Nothing there. He'll dump it around the back of the boards. Right to Landon Hallam. Hallam tries to chip it to a man. Desjardins keeps it in the zone. Desjardins down to Hallam. Desjardins tries to send one across for Bradley Coyce. Coyce a shot. Just went high over the glove, and here comes U of H's Jaden Munoz. Munoz on in. Munoz a shot save. Back in front scores. Cole Gerletti has put U of H out in front after a bad miss by Valdivieso, and it's 1-0 Cougars. And the man that didn't dress out for warm-ups, Jaden Munoz, applies the pressure. The Red Raiders are down 1-0. Face-off won by Plon. It's given straight chase by Kellenberger. That was immediately gloved. It was a face-off win that went straight to Joseph Price. No changes. Cole Gerletti with the goal. Jennings wins it. Thrown on net by Cullen. Or excuse me, no, not Cullen. Plant. Back out in front. Tech trying to keep the puck in the zone, and it chips out. Kramer's going to go give it chase. He's given chase again by Gerletti. He pulls up. Kramer with it. And he's going to skate it out of the zone. Kramer, a good move around Munoz. Plant. Poke checked away by Munoz. Abel's with it. Up to Gerletti. Gerletti, a big hit by Desjardins. Played by Kellenberger back up. Loose puck. Kramer's back down to get it. Kramer to Plant. Plant over to Lamb. Lamb missed it. U of H not offsides for Hoffman. Diarra with it. Diarra a little chip. Almost let the Red Raiders get something. Laidlaw jumps on. Almost immediately is starting to run interference. Someone lost a stick. It is Hoffman. Puck is skated or kicked into the corner. Zhao and Lamb give chase. Lamb tries to send it to Diarra. Diarra loses an edge. Droit ends up with it. Desjardins misplays the puck on the bounce, but picked up by Coyce. Coyce tries to find Lamb. Be a Red Raider icing. Kendall Craig arguing something. I think arguing that the puck went off the skate of a change for U of H. More likely going to come out to no avail. Grand Sturt event against Laidlaw in this face-off. See Hoffman, Vachon, and Zhao. Zhao throws one on net. The rebound is thrown wide by Vachon. Barker sling it back around. Coyce and company do good job. Diarra tries to clear it up. Hoffman with a good battle. Hoffman tries to center one. It's there. Sturdet missed it. A rapid round opportunity for U of H. Tech cannot clear the puck. Diarra can't clear it. Oh, and now it's a loose puck picked up by Grady Laidlaw. Zhao giving him chase. That's great defensive work by Edwin Zhao. Hoffman goes and hits the boards in the corner. Theo tries to keep it in. Longcar's going to give it chase. He's got Jeremy Price chasing him. Dumps it around. Jack Finn will play it. All the way over. Longcar up to Theron Markison. Theron moves it around. Theron. Good shot on net. Goes off the glove. Back in front. I cannot see where the puck is. Birdie tries to play it. Finn with it. Finn throws one towards the net. Goes wide. Big hit by Price. U of H trying to clear it out. Played by Chase Markison. Chase with it. Chase that shot back in front. A rebound opportunity does not come for the Red Raiders. Foreman tries to clear. Nothing there. It comes straight to Finn, who bounces it off the boards for Birdsong. Birdsong off the boards, off the skate of Barker. And U of H will allow everything to kind of calm down for a second. All the way up to Jeremy Price. It'll be icing. Hallam, Cullen, and Schutz. Coyce and Kramer on for Tech. Only change that was made. Tyler Cullen with it. Tried a redirect shot. Nothing there. And here comes U of H. Kramer beat to the puck by Foreman. Coyce with a beat out. Doesn't leave the zone. There is. Back in front for Abel trying to feed Foreman. Nothing there. The Red Raiders can regroup. Keegan Kramer with it. Kramer tries to send it through. Schutzy's going to beat the icing. Schutz redirects one in front. Good save by Joseph Price. Had Hallam right there in the slot. Kramer trying to keep it in for Tech. Set all the way down for a U of H icing. Beautiful opportunity. Schutz with a great forecheck. Center one right for Hallam, right into the body of Joseph Price. But another icing has kept a unit that looks a little tired. The only new guy I can really see offensively is Jonathan Margolis. I still see Foreman and Abel. Face-off won by Chase Markison. Picked up by Theo. Guy hits the deck in front. The puck is still loose. Longcar keeps it in. Longcar a shot. Stays on ice. Wrap around. Peters throws it around. Theron misplaying it. Theron with the puck. Theron tried something. Nothing there. Chase Markison a good stick. Keeps the puck there. Chase a shot. Nothing there as he gets leveled in front. Birdsong with it. Birdie will wrap it around for Theo. Theo tries to play it up. Looks like he lost his stick and Abel's going to get it. Xavier Abel hasn't been able to get a change. He's going to dump it right at Valdivieso. He'll cover it. We'll get a face-off right here in that spot. Neal, Plant, Kellenberger, Desjardins, Longcar, Price, Jennings, Margolis with Barker and Zhao defensively. Face-off won by Kyler Plant. Good little breakout. And there goes Connor Neal already. Neal tries to send one back. Kellenberger was right there. He got tied up between a couple skates. Puck almost cleared out. It was dumped right back in by Desjardins. The puck is still loose. Barker and Longcar giving a battle. Puck dumps away. No icing. Desjardins wraps it around. This will be a Red Raider icing. No. Puck dies. Allows a defensive change for Finn and Kramer. Barker sends one up. Finn tries to send one across to Kramer. It's right there. Jacob Price giving good. Tech looks a little out of sorts right now. New line setup. Finn sends one across for Diero. Noah Diero is going to give it chase. Diero backs it up all the way out to Kramer, and Tech still playing in that neutral zone. Have controlled most of their puck possession in the neutral zone. Couple good opportunities. Munoz with it. All the way up, Gerletti. Good hit by Laidlaw along the boards. Kramer's going to chip it out. And a good stick by Noah Diero has created a 2-on-1. Diero to Laidlaw. Grady Laidlaw. Oh, a good stick in front. Back for Schutz. Goes between his legs, and there goes Xavier Abel. Leaves it for Munoz. All the way over to Gerletti. 2-on-1. Back in front. Abel shot wide. Cullen to Kramer, and Texas Tech will get going. Kramer loses his stick, but he's pretty good at soccer. Kramer tries to center one back in front for Coyce. Cullen back in front. A good kick save by Joseph Price. Kramer will jump off. Stick still left there at center ice. Landon Hallam's going to take it. Hallam with great speed. Hallam will deke around Vachon and Price and get put up on the boards by Droit. Droit tries to send it around. Good stick by Hallam, and he is the fastest man out there right now in terms of both teams. Hallam giving battle. Coyce with the puck. Coyce a shot right at the body. Back in front. A rebound played by Cullen. Droit tries to send it out. Picked up by Coyce. Texas Tech has really put the pressure on U of H as of right now. Onside. Birdsong will dump it around for Cullen. Cullen sends one back around. Oh, and a missed opportunity there for both Birdie and Cullen. Misplayed by Hoffman. And Chase Markison with it. Two guys hit the deck. Chase with it. Gonna center it back. Try to play it to Longcar. And here comes U of H. Desjardins just jumps on. All the way across. Beautiful sticks by the Red Raiders. Diving everywhere. Texas Tech is able to break out. Theo with the puck. Theron tries to center one. It looks like I got redirected in front. An attempt for Birdsong right there. Goes to nothing. Chase tries to clear one. Goes right at Chase's body. Chase is going to stick handle. Throw one on net. Back in front was Theo. Goes wide. Will this be sent the length of the ice? No. Finn picks it up. Finn all the way up to Birdsong. No icing. Zhao, we're down to 6:30 left in the first period. 1-0 U of H. And here comes Xavier Abel. Abel, a good move. He's going to wrap it. Still controls the puck. Vachon goes off a couple skates in front. Still with Abel. Abel up to Edwin Zhao. Zhao a shot. Good leg save by... Oh, and Birdsong gets leveled. Back in front. Birdie a little slow getting up. He looks okay. Abel with it. There's a penalty coming up on Texas Tech. Birdsong will play it. And they're going to call a hold on Eric Desjardins. Texas Tech will go on the PK. Two-minute minor for holding. Laidlaw, Plant, Kramer, Longcar. Laidlaw will take the face-off. Sertivent, Abel, Munoz, Gerletti, and Droit. Face-off won by Tech, cleared out by Kyler Plant. And a good start to the penalty kill as Tech clears it. Droit all the way up for Munoz. Munoz will send it all the way back around for Droit, who's going to play it to Gerletti. Gerletti, forechecked heavy. Texas Tech has not really allowed them to leave the zone without big opposition. Good play by Kyler Plant. Good stick by Peter Longcar, and he's going to clear this one. Red Raiders have cleared it twice. Minute 30 off the clock. Or excuse me, 30 seconds off the Desjardins holding. All the way up. Longcar will play it now. They'll send it all the way back. And he's going to dump it again. Good clear by the Red Raider captain. Kramer, as Chase Markison will jump on. Tech playing three forwards. I didn't even see Landon Hallam. Hallam on the back check. Or excuse me, the forecheck right there. All the way up. Coyce with it. Coyce struggling with the puck as Schutz is on, and Schutz will clear it. Under a minute on the Desjardins holding, and Texas Tech has done great penalty kill-wise. Munoz to Droit. U of H have changed, I think, about 3 guys. Vachon. All the way up. Munoz with it. Munoz a shot. Good save. Their first shot of the PK. Cleared all the way around by Coyce. Under 30 seconds left on the Desjardins holding call. It is Neil Theo Markison, Coyce, and Chase Markison. Leave it for Munoz for the breakout pass. Up to Hoffman. Hoffman loses it on a good stick by Chase Markison. Under 10 seconds, and it looks like Texas Tech has all but cleared this penalty off. But they're going to get one more shot. U of H, Delton Hoffman. Hoffman back in front. Not a good stick from Sturvett. And Texas Tech is going to break out. Desjardins playing up. Theron. Good stick by Barker. And this is an outlet to Vecchione. Vecchione has the puck broken up by a good stick from Kramer. Kramer plays it all the way up to Birdsong. Birdie with it. Oh, there's Kyler Plant. They thought it was going to go to Theo. Theo left it for Plant. Plant a shot. Goes 5-hole. Theo back in front. Where's the puck? Whistle blows, covered by Price. .325 left. You get Kellenberger and Neal back on to join Plant. Kramer, Longcar. Face-off won by Tech. Doesn't really look like who won it. Longcar jumps up into the play. Longcar with the puck. Longcar a shot off the blocker of Joseph Price. Jennings ends up with the puck now. Jennings all the way across for Barker. A little run of interference there for Peter Longcar. Tech will re-enter the zone, but it's a little chippy right there at the blue line. Margolis knocked down by Longcar. A whistle blown for a hand pass. Jennings, Price, Margolis, Zhao, and... oh no, they're going to change it up. They're going to throw on Droit and Gallagher. Take off Barker and Joe. Red Raiders will throw on Cullen, Schutz, and Hallam. Coyce and Finn. Face-off one. Coyce a rip right off the black pads of Joseph Price. Finn lost it in the neutral zone. It's Jacob Price. Good save by Valdivieso. Kind of let it bounce off his body to get the Red Raiders a breakout. Hallam dumps it in. Schutzy's there. Good stick by the U of H captain. Dumped right back in by Finn. U of H will go and play chase. Well, it looks like that's what the Red Raiders have been doing most of today. Jeremy Price with it now. A little interference run by Abel, but Finn, an outlet all the way up to Hallam. Landon Hallam moved off the puck by Droit. Gallagher up. It's Jeremy. Red Raiders a good stick in front. Coyce off the boards. Right to Hallam. Tries to leave it for Cullen. Nothing there. Xavier Abel back in front. Good shot save by Valdivieso. Just under 2 minutes left in the first period. Minute 52, 1-0 U of H on a rebound shot by Cole Garletti. Faceoff was won by Tech. Slung all the way around the boards. It'll be played in front. Two Red Raiders are on the ground. Back in front, Kramer will clear it. Another shot goes completely wide of Foreman. Lamb will play it. Loose puck picked up by Desjardins. Desjardins around the boards for Diero. Good battle with Droit as Jeremy Price ends up with it. Under 1:30 left. Foreman and Desjardins play it. Laidlaw with it. Laidlaw tries to find Lamb. Jeremy Price with a big hit there. Price tries to center one. No U of H player home. Good shot in front off the skate of Laidlaw. Tech trying to clear it. Foreman moved into the boards by Kramer. Finally cleared out of the zone by Alex Lamb. He's going to send it up. Tech will get out their best line. Longcar. Puck sent all the way around. It'll be no icing. Or it is. I did not hear a whistle. Just under 50 seconds. Red Raiders got their best line out there with a tired U of H squad. Got Foreman off for Delton Hoffman. Abel and Markuson. Markuson wins the face-off. Theron with it. Skates it. That's a big hit by Trevor Droit. Chase Markuson with it. Birdie hits the deck. Under 40 seconds now. Birdie again on the ice. Theo with it. Theron back in front off the mask of Price. It'll be kept in by Peter Longcar as Jeremy Price tries to lay a little hit. Another shot in front, nothing there. Puck is cleared out by U of H. Longcar's got it. Will set up all the way up to Birdie. Birdie, a beautiful 1-2 pass touch with Chase Markison. Chase giving a couple good hits from Vecchione's stick. Tries to throw it in front. A rebound, nothing there. Another opportunity, but that is how we end the first period. 1-0 University of Houston on a rebound goal by Cole Gerletti on the Jaden Munoz shot. 1-0 U of H. We'll be back for the second period. Welcome back to Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. 1-0 is our score on the Cole Gurlety goal. Texas Tech, Kendall Craig says, we came out slow. No reason to do that against a team that he says they're better than. Which, if you've ever played a sport, feel some resentment from that, either as the opposing team or if you're a Red Raider fan, depending on your thoughts. But the Cougars came out physical and aggressive. Multiple 2-on-1 odd man rushes. Really put the Red Raiders in a bind, but the other thing has been the incredible play of Joseph Price today. Ready to go. Chase Markison, Theron Markison, Zach Birdsong. Abel and Markison to win the faceoff. Abel wins it. Throw it up off the boards. Gurlety's going to go give Longcar a good chase. Longcar with it. Off the boards to Theron. Now it's out of play. Oh, what an interesting first 15 seconds. Oh yeah. Face off won by Abel. Good little chip out by Chase Markison. No icing will be called as Gallagher goes and gives a chase. Gallagher up alongside the boards. Oh, Birdie, a good intercept. No one home. Gallagher. Kept in by Theron. Leaves it for Birdie. Down to Theo. Theo lost it to Droit. Munoz up to Gurlety, who leaves it back for Gurlety, and Chase throws him. Watch Munoz. He's dealing with that shoulder injury from yesterday. Abel tried to find Munoz. Intercepted quickly by Kramer. Puck is redumped in. It's going to be held by Gallagher. Leaves it for Abel. Good little pressure coming. Abel skates the puck around. Leaves it for Droit. U of H playing a possession heavy. Not letting the Red Raiders get a big chance. Coyce is out there. Little lead from Cullen. Hallam back to Cullen. Cullen a shot. And it is gloved by Price. Desjardins jumps on for Longcar, and the Red Raiders trying to get that slow start out of their head. Face-off won by Sturtkiet, and it bounces out of the zone. Good play by Desjardins. This could be icing. Hoffman will beat it. Back in front, a little danger area. Ty Cullen's going to bring up the puck. Cullen for Schutz, off of Schutz's stick. Edwin Zhao. Skated back in by Delton Hoffman. Hoffman leaves, set one up. Schutz finishes his check. Desjardins will step up to it. Desjardins off the glass. Barker misplays it. He's got 2-4 checking, that being Schutz and Cullen. As Hallam gets his change for Plant. Eric Desjardins struggling to find the puck. It was intercepted. Good opportunity for U of H by Vachon. This is now with Delton Hoffman. Coyce hits the deck. So does Hoffman. Back down low. Back up in front. It looks like it hit his stick. Went to the corner. Leaves it to the top. Throws it on net. And it goes completely wide. Back out near the slot. Kyler Plant's going to get it. Plant tries to send one to Connor Neal. Nothing there. Barker tries to clear. That's going to be dumped in by Stukiet. Edwin Zhao. Back to the point. Shot off the glove of Valdivieso. Picked up by Jeremy Price. Price a throw. Nothing there. It'll end up being covered by Valdivieso. Whole new group. Markison's Birdsong. We'll throw on Kramer and Finn. Face-off one. Chase Markison trying to find Theo. Misplayed by Droit. Theo giving good chase. Staying up. Birdie ends up with the puck. Birdie was the trailer behind him as Theo picks up the puck now. Theo for Birdie. Birdie tried to send one. Where's the puck? Abel moved off the puck. Chase right there in the slot. Chase lost it for a second. Throw hits Theo Markison. Good sticks in front by the Red Raiders. Being able to handle the opportunity. Dumped all the way around by Finn. Droid's going to go give it chase. Good hit by Birdsong. It ends up at the stick of Theron. Theron a shot. It got hit in front by a stick from Jeremy Price. Redumped around by Gallagher. Droid's got it. Droid up. This could go the length of the ice. Oh, it's a back in front. I didn't think the puck ricocheted that hard off the boards. Finney with it. Chase. And a good steal by Kramer. Keegan Kramer with it. Good little dangle move. Red Raiders tried. Puck comes off as Kramer and Markison run into each other and it moves the net off. I think that Joseph Price did not get drilled. Face-off coming up in the neutral zone. Laidlaw, Lamb. Diarra as Margolis and Diarra were pushed off. Jennings and Jacob Price. Face-off was won by the Cougars. Zhao up as, good hit from Jacob Price. He's still tied up with Laidlaw. Try to throw Laidlaw over the bench. Barker back across and a good skate. As Laidlaw tried to get it around Joe, they collide. It'll be a face-off. In that neutral zone, they'll throw out the Hallam line. No, not in the neutral zone. They're going to put it right here in that right center. Desjardins and Lonkar. Schutz, Cullen, Hallam. Face-off won by Tech. Cullen with it. Cullen to Schutz in front. Schutz a shot goes to go wide. A redirect shot. As Jennings is going to get the loose puck. He's going to take it up. Red Raiders will keep it in on a good stick from Hallam. Hallam had that redirect shot that came to nothing. Barker tries to clear it. Desjardins a good play. Desjardins still with the puck. Tech is not offside. Joe tries to dump it backwards. It's going to be played by Cullen. Good stick from Jennings. Jennings and Schutz. Cullen with it. Schutz back in front. What a save by Price! Hallam had a beautiful opportunity and it hit the stick and out. You see Landon Hallam there up at the blue line in distress and distraught. I thought that went in, but for sure. But throw out the Plant K-Berg Neal line, and U of H giving their goalie some love. Abel Droit. Munoz back out there. Good hit. There's Neal. Plays it for Foreman. Coyce dumps it right back along. Kellenberger and Droit battling for it. Kellenberger trying to get the puck. It's down to Plant. Plant back to Neal. Neal through a blocker side. It's going to come out. All the way up. Finn plays it. Finn off the boards. Plant's there. Oh, Plant, a bad leave pass to Coyce. U of H is offside. Finn loses the stick. It's going to come all the way back up to the point. Droit, as Kellenberger dives in front. Looks like a shot hit somebody. Plant and Droit giving battle. They're in front. Neal's going to go pick up the loose puck. Off the skate of Abel. Came right to Gallagher. Paddled away by Valdivieso. Puck is still with Gerletti. Finn back in front. Neal's going to take it. And Connor Neal can go. There's a U of H man slow. And that is Jada Munoz. He was hurt last night. Back up to Plant. Plant a shot off the pad. Or excuse me, the blocker of Jacob Price. Puck kept in by Coyce. Try to find Theron. Theron a good stop as Droit misplays it. Puck is still not into safety. Kramer and Munoz. Munoz goes a little high. Chases back protecting, and Chase Markison can truly take it here. Had the hat trick last night. We've played 7 minutes. Chase swings it around. That's how he scored a wraparound for the Hattie last night. All the way across to Birdie. Birdie, a shot save. Couldn't get the rebound. U of H tries to clear. Birdsong covers. Another shot in front. Hit the stick of Gallagher. Chase will try to keep it in. Texas Tech is off. It just passed out of the blue line. Beautiful diving stop by Chase Markison. I thought that puck had stayed in for maybe half an inch. Laidlaw, Diero, and Lamb. Faceoff was won by the Red Raiders, was cleared out by U of H. Longcar will dump it deep. Oh, there's a big hit on the shot. I couldn't see who has it. Laidlaw in front. Diero running that little interference right there to keep the puck in and not have U of H get a good angle on the puck. Thrown on net. U of H trying to clear it. Diero to Laidlaw. Laidlaw tries to kick it in front. More good sticks by the Red Raiders. And it's finally cleared out all the way up to Delton Hoffman. Lamb over to Diero to Laidlaw. Grady with it. About right here by this beam. Laidlaw can't really get away from it. Good stick in front. Trying to clear it out was Joe. U of H will get it out of the zone. Big hit by Longcar. A heat-seeking missile on Delton Hoffman, but Hoffman's still up and playing it. Tries to play it over to Vecchione, and Hoffman is going after Peter Longcar almost immediately as the puck enters the zone, and they're going to send both of them. So the Red Raider captain and Delton Hoffman will go to the box. So Hoffman and Longcar in 2-minute minor for roughing. Well, they're going to give a cross-check. So cross-check to Hoffman and a roughing minor to Longcar. Puts both men away for 2 minutes, 4-on-4 hockey, as they'll throw out the Markisons, Desjardins, and Coyce. Jeremy Price wins the faceoff. Threw one on net was Droit, immediately covered by Valdivieso. Able to come on for Jeremy now. Tech is going to roll out their centers. Markison's off, Hallam and Cullen on. So Abel's out there with Gallagher, Droit, and Ethan Foreman. Faceoff was won by the Red Raiders. Desjardins all the way up for Cullen. Tyler Cullen now looking for his first goal as a Red Raider. Has a couple points. Good shot on net. The redirect back in front. Nothing there. Coyce to play it. Coyce will keep it in the zone. Good stick by the former Northwest captain. Back in front. Oh, a great opportunity. Puck back in front. Cullen with it. Cullen tries to play it to Coyce and misses Coyce and up to Gallagher. Gallagher's going to send it the length of the ice. No, it will be covered by Valdivieso. We're going to stoppage play. Another great opportunity for Landon Hallam in front. Faceoff won by the Red Raiders? Want to say it was. Margolis threw a backhand on net. Nothing there. It was gloved by Valdivieso. Minute 15 left in 4-on-4 hockey. Faceoff won by the Red Raiders. Puck sails in front. Laidlaw and Markison are out there. Oh, Theo loses an edge. Theo stays with the puck. They have Laidlaw, or excuse me, they have Chase Markison playing that defensive role. We'll keep Keegan Kramer out there. Droit with the puck. Droit all the way up for Margolis. Margolis sidesteps Kramer. Here comes the Red Raiders. Sidesteps the check from Laidlaw. Loose puck is picked up by Chase Markison, who can get it going. He's going to dump it deep. Played off the paddle of Joseph Price. A little battle in front. This will be sent the length of the ice, and it will be a U of H icing. 33 seconds left in 4-on-4 hockey. More than likely going to be in this circle, but if they choose otherwise, that might be dumb. Shout out Timbits. A little thing to get your breakfast going. Wish I was sponsored by Tim Hortons, but man can dream. Shots and Birdsong out there. Two halves of the KSB line that broke off today. Faceoff was won by Schutz. Schutz shoved to the ground by Jesse Jennings as Gallagher picks up the loose puck. Good stick from Birdsong, but Gallagher staying with it. The captain, Andrew Gallagher, is going to move it up. Gallagher a shot off the blocker of Valdivieso, and it looks like Chase Markison tried to swing it, but maybe that was a good thing. He's got the puck now. Chase with it all the way in front. Markison moved off the puck right by the Zam doors. Man lost the stick. That was Gallagher trying to get a shot off. There's a penalty, and it's going to be interference on U of H. So as the 5-on-4 ends, or excuse me, the 4-on-4 ends, Andrew Gallagher, the U of H captain, will go to the box, and it will be a Red Raider power play. So 2-minute minor for interference. Cullen, Schutz, Hallam, Coyce, and Desjardins. Jeremy Price will take the center. Trey Barker, Edwin Zhao, and it looks like Ethan Foreman on. Face-off won by Price. He sends it all the way around. Desjardins immediately to go get the puck. It's picked up by Cullen. Cullen up to Hallam. The Red Raiders will set up. Hallam over to Coyce. Coyce down to Schutz. Schutz back in front. Good shot by Cullen as Hallam regains the possession. Hallam all the way up to Coyce. Bradley Coyce. Good shot just over the net. And it's going to clear the zone. Price had it for a second. Dumped back around by Coyce. Barker, a little mixed up. Cullen in front. Birdie with it. Birdie moved off the puck. A redirect shot off of Hallam, and U of H will finally clear it. Jeremy Price is moving. Valdivieso out to play it. Birdie will chip it into the zone, but Texas Tech already had a guy there. Theron Markison. Theo is shot. Good save by Price. Loose puck exits the zone is Vecchione. Nicholas Vecchione tries to shoot one. Ends up within the skates of Birdsong. Gave Vecchione a good shot. Under a minute left on the interference minor. Kramer all the way up to Longcar. Longcar down to Theron. Theron tries to chip it. Good block by a couple of Red Raiders. Birdsong and Kramer, but the puck clears the zone. Chase will go back to play it. Sturdivant with him. Chase up to Peter. Peter's going to swing it around. Theo, good movement. Theron Markison with it. Theron in front, nothing there. Wanting a tripping call. No hands are up from either referee. Chase is moved off the puck by Droit. Droit and Longcar meet. Puck is cleared out. Theron looks a little hurt. Climbs over the bench. Offsides as Texas Tech with a second on the power play. Theron looks fine. He is up on the bench now. Tech will go 0 for 1 on the day with the power play. 7:30 left in the second period. Plonk, Kaberg, Neal. Face-off won by Tech, but power play is over. Coyce will dump it around. Look at that forecheck by Kaberg. Ethan Kellenberger back in front. Tries to settle one. A redirect shot by Neal. Not there. Another one from Kellenberger's glove by Price. That opportunity created by Kellenberger almost put the Red Raiders on the board. Face-off won by Plant. Over to Coyce, and it's intercepted. Cole Garletti, one-on-one with Valdivieso. Great save by the Red Raider goalie. Ryan Valdivieso. With a beautiful stop, the Red Raiders will get a change. A bad turnover by Jack Finn. Face-off won by Chase Markison. Munoz picked up the puck. Longcard going to go back to play it. Bounces up. Gallagher lost it. Chipped over the head. As Chase sidesteps a check. Little chop there. Chase with it. Gallagher in front. The puck everywhere, and the net comes off. Second time the net has come off this period for Joseph Price. I'm getting the Price brothers all mixed up. Should know Joseph's the goalie. Should be getting mixed up with Jeremy and Jacob, but sometimes think Jacob's the goalie. Both kicked out. Laidlaw will switch on. It's back to the line we saw yesterday. Him and Abel were kicked out. Chase, a good shot. A rebound in front. Quickly gloved. Abel and Markison see if they're kosher. Face-off won by the youngest Markison, but the loose puck played by U of H. Peter up for Laidlaw. Laidlaw over to Theron. Theo Markison cuts on through. Chase ends up with the puck now. Back in front. He scores! Texas Tech has tied it, and it's Chase Markison again. Fourth goal on the weekend, and the Red Raiders have tied it up. Give a big helping hand to the captain, Longcar. And the Red Raiders have tied this hockey game. Throw on Hallam shuts Cullen. Defensive pairing is Kramer, Coyce. Jennings to take the face-off with Price, Margolis, Zhao, and Barker. Not saying Baker today. Face-off won by Jennings, one of the better face-off men I have seen this season from anyone. Tech regains possession. Looks like Schutz tried to chip it on. Dumped back deep by Jacob. Puck exits the zone. U of H will have to dump it right back. Cullen with it, and he's going to send a cross-ice pass to his fellow Canadian, Landon Schutz. Schutz tries to find Landon Hallam. Nothing there. Puck exits the zone. Coyce will go give chase. So give another goal to Chase Markison on the year. What a season the freshman has had. Good outlet pass. U of H misplaying it for a second. Kramer had thrown it to Cullen. Schutz is going to dump it right to Cullen. Cullen's going to ring it around the board. It's going to be played by Hallam. Good forechecking by Barker. Two Red Raiders right there. Cullen sidesteps a check. Hallam's going to give it. Hallam right there with Edwin Joe. A little battle for the puck. Puck is out. There's Alex Lamb. He checked on. Tries to send one up. Puck doesn't clear the zone fully as Coyce was right there at the top of the blue line. He skates that out. Cross ice. Lamb with Hallam. Got Diero on. Hallam would be the last one to change to get Laidlaw on. Tries to send it cross. Diero. Beautiful backhanded pass. Hallam dumps it deep. Red Raiders will get another change. Birdsong is on. Barker with it. Jeremy Price dumps it out. Longcar on the ground. Oh, and Price loses it right there. Barker up. Jeremy Price ends up with the puck. Battle by Desjardins. Back across. Lamb a little late to Foreman. Diero chips it out. Longcar can take it with speed. Here comes the Red Raider captain. Skating on in. Good move. Long car in front. Good save by Price. Red Raiders will fully get a line change. A little mixed up. Plant, K-Berg, Neal, Finn, and Desjardins. Under just at 4:10 left. And Abel's kicked out almost immediately. Plant wins the faceoff with Price. Red Raiders still with the puck. Desjardins a shot. It's going to go wide. Finney is there. Finn a shot off the high shoulder. Gallagher giving chase and trying to ring it up just off the skates of Desjardins. Nothing there. He tries to chip it over a man, and it looks like it hit a U of H player. Price, good shot off the pads of Valdivieso. Abel ends up with it. Abel up to Gallagher. Gallagher moved off the puck as he was trying to shoot it. Abel ends up with it. Xavier Abel, redirect shot in front. Good save, Valdivieso. Foreman tries to center one. It hits that back part of the goal. K-Berg hits a man. Kellenberger still battling for the puck. Another tie-up between him and Price. It's picked up by Jack Finn. Finn off the boards. Abel with an interception. Good save, Valdivieso. Trying to clear it as Desjardins. It ends up right back at Abel's stick. Going to send it around back in front. And it'll be covered by Valdivieso. Kramer, Coyce to come on with the Markusons and Laidlaw. 3:07 here in the second period. Kendall preaching winning periods. So far, Tech has won this period to this point. Face-off won by the Red Raiders. Hoffman plays it. Him and Coyce battling hard. Hoffman hasn't lost it yet. Loses it there. Trying to clear it. Coyce doesn't have a stick. He goes and retrieves his. Kramer, a good move. The loose puck is ended up at Chase Markuson's stick. Markuson tries to find Theron. Nothing there. Vecchione up off the boards. Here comes Grady Laidlaw. Laidlaw given chase by Sturdett. Laidlaw back in front, tries to find Theo trailing, and is picked up by Chase. Chase Markuson, a backhander. Goes completely wide, and Hoffman's going to go give a chase. Hoffman with the puck now. U of H checks to make sure they're onside. Hoffman with the puck. Throws one, keeps it ice level. Goes behind the net. Good forecheck under 2:20 left in the second. Tries to send one back in front. I believe that's Vecchione. Vecchione, Sturkett, blocked by Theo. Back in front, scores! A deflected puck by Droit, and it's 2-1 U of H. Theo tries to block another one. It looks like it went off his skate, and it beats Valdivieso on the redirection. It's 2-1 Houston. Hallam, Cullen, Schutz, Longcar, Finn. Face-off won by Abel. Tech with it. Oh, Longcar off the boards right to Hallam, and here comes Landon Hallam. Back in front. Chipped away. Schutzy's going to go play it. Dump it back for Cullen. Cully's still battling for the puck. It's going to up and around. Tyler Cullen with it. Chipped out. And Munoz has it. Munoz sends one across for Garletti. Finn plays it right to Schutz, who chips it around Barker. Landon Schutz and Barker battling for it. Cullen was there. Garletti tries to clear. Hallam ends up with the puck. Hallam a shot. Tries to redirect. Was Schutz. Edwin Joe to go get it. Munoz loses the puck. Kept in the zone by Longcar. Longcar has it now. Peter Longcar tries the short side. To no avail. Neal tries it under a minute 15. Abel with the puck. Trying to beat Finn. Munoz with it. Cullen off the boards. Not a good true clear. Good stick by Cullen, and here come the Red Raiders. He's been very good at that stick poke this entire season. Cullen tries to find Longcar for a redirect. Cullen's going to get his change for K-Berg. All the way up off the skate of Plant. Redirects it from Garletti. Garletti will chip it up. Thought that was going to go out of play. I believe a couple guys did too. Neal, a good steal on Munoz. Connor Neal chips it off the boards. Kellenberger to give it chase. Garletti with it. We're under 30 seconds left here in the second. Good hit from Kellenberger. Oh, Kramer tries to turn it over. Munoz with it now. Picked up. K-Berg off the boards. And is this going to be a late icing? And it will be. So 13-1. 2-1 is our score. Droit and Garletti are the goal scorers. Chase Markison got Red Raiders on the board. Jennings for the face-off with Plant. Face-off won by U of H. Back to Droit, right at Valdivieso. Red Raiders will get a change, get their better face-off men on in Hallam. Schutz also could do the centering. Throw Hallam against Jennings, though. Tie up at the face-off dot. Cullen's going to take it. All the way up, Schutz. He's just going to have to try to rip one. Will be unable to. After 2-1 is our score. U of H, a late goal in the first. Gets their lead back to 1. Chase Markison gets the Red Raiders on the board. 2-1 is our score. See you for the third. 2-1 is our score after 2 here in Sugar Land, Texas. Texas Tech looking for 2 to sweep a semester, going 8-0. U of H looking to play spoiler. How good Joseph Price has been in goal today. Red Raiders have had multiple great opportunities. Stuffed by the man from Friendswood, Texas. Red Raiders are going to start the Hallam line. Hallam, Cullen, and Schutz are to go. Kramer, Longcar. Goal scorers last period. Chase Markison gets his team another one to increase his team lead. He has 4 on the weekend, had a hat trick last night. And then Austin Droit, the alternate captain, pots one in after a blocked shot from Thayer. Markison goes right back to the tape. From what Valdivieso said, it was a screenshot in front. Cullen, Hallam, Schutz, Kramer, Longcar. 20 minutes for the Red Raider captain. U of H will send out Abel, Gerletti, Munoz, Droit, and Gallagher. Ready to go. Third period of action for Sugar Land. Face-off won by the Red Raiders. Chipped in deep. Gallagher will play it. Moving it off the body. Pucked in and clear the zone fully. Dumped in by Cullen. Cullen getting around Droit. Droit hits the deck. Cullen still with the puck. Tyler Cullen in front. Good opportunity save. Went wide of Joseph Price. Cullen with the puck now. Cullen a shot right at the body of Joseph Price for a stoppage in play. They'll quickly change it out for Laidlaw and the Markisons. Keeping Kramer and Longcar out there. Face-off won by U of H. Longcar plays the puck. Him and Gerletti, a little stick fight. Longcar's going to take it. Dumps it deep. Abel's going to get it with Laidlaw chasing. Xavier Abel with it. Abel's going to move on through. Abel moved off the puck by 2 Red Raiders. Back to the point. Droit blocked by Markison, and this is going to be a loose puck. Who's going to get it first? Gallagher, and he will. Off the boards to Abel. Munoz, 2-on-1. They're going to call it offside. Maybe Gerletti was just offsides. Cole Gerletti talking to Chase Markison. Eric Desjardins, Coyce, Plant, Birdie, and Neal. Vachon and Birdie got tied up. Puck is going to ring all the way around. Hoffman's there. Him and Coyce battling for the puck. Puck is sent up to the top. Trey Barker a shot. It's going to go completely wide. It's going to be a penalty on Delton Hoffman, and Texas Tech will go to the power play. So the second time Hoffman's gone to the box today, he had a cross-checking minor that led to a 4-on-4 with him and Longcar early in the first period. Or second period, I want to say. No, first period. Yes, first period. First line out there. Chase wins the face-off. Barker and Theo. Theo gets his stick out from underneath Barker. Chase Markison with it. Back in front, the puck was bouncing throughout the air. Chase a good interception. Paddled away by Joseph Price. Laidlaw to give it chase. Theo with it. Edwin Zhao tries to clear. Kramer keeps it in. Kramer to Laidlaw. Laidlaw still with it. Kramer with the puck. Kramer throws one. It hit the stick of some guy in front. Couldn't tell you who. Maybe stirred a vent. Keegan Kramer with it. Off the boards is going to play it back for Peter Longcar. Longcar missed the outlet pass. Good shot by Chase Markison. Goes wide. Kramer to Markison. Theo a shot. Maybe got hit in front. A redirect back in front. The puck is still behind the net. Chase Markison giving it a battle. Couple guys battling for it. Puck was not covered. Oh, it's a good clear out by U of H. Under a minute to go. And penalty time. Vecchione with the puck. Gets the trailer. That's Jeremy Price. Theo with it now. Under 40 seconds to go in the Hoffman minor for holding. Hallam on. Red Raiders going to change defensively. Theo chips it around. Him and Gallagher go down. Hallam a big hit as Coyce will try to keep it in the zone. And it will not. That's an offsides. And it's offsides. I don't think Hallam saw it. 22 seconds on the power play. Red Raiders putting good pressure on U of H. Throw on Hallam, Schutz, and Cullen. Desjardins, Coyce. Face off won by Hallam. Coyce will take the puck. Coyce all the way up for Desjardins. Now Jeremy Price forechecking. Bradley Coyce, naturally the winger that he is, will take this puck up, leave it for Schutz. Schutz. Send it across. Desjardins moved off the puck. Coyce will let it trail out, and Desjardins is down, and he is hurt. Slow to get up is the Red Raiders D-man. He's going straight to the bench. Puck goes all the way down ice. Valdivieso will play it, and he'll ring it around. Jack Finn jumps on for him, and Foreman lays a hit on Hallam, but it looks like he got most of the beating. Landon Schutz is going to bring it up. Schutz chips it back for Cullen. Tyler Cullen, leaves it for Schutz. No one home. Hits weird off the dash. No one, I think, expected that. Here comes Xavier Abel. Abel in front. Good save out of Vieso. Oh my goodness, the Red Raider goalkeeper has kept them in this hockey game. Schutz to Plant. Plant tries to feed Connor Neal to no avail. Birdsong moved off the puck. Neal's got it now. Neal in front. Oh, just went wide. Maybe got a piece of Price in front. Back across. What a diving save. Exits the zone. Picked up by Jesse Jennings with the puck after Kramer tried to leave it. Plant is there, dumps it around, and Connor Neal will go and chase it and shoot it up out of the boards. Puck goes off his stick, does not exit play. Connor Neal sends it back to the neutral zone. Margolis up to Zhao, who sends it to Barker. Oh, great steal by Birdsong. He's got two men trailing. Birdie, a shot just off the side of the netting. Coyce over to Desjardins. He's back out after taking that big hit. And this will be a Red Raider icing. Just in front of that red line to make it a dump in instead of an icing. But it will be an icing. Chase to take the face-off with Abel. A little stick fighting. Both kicked out, as per usual. Theron will take the face-off with Cole Gerletti. Munoz shifts over. Face-off won by U of H. As Abel's with the puck. Abel a shot. Good save. A rebound. What a save by Valdivieso. So he might have gotten a piece of the stick. Theron with it now. Theron in front. Gloved by Joseph Price. What a save by Ryan Valdivieso. He was left out to dry with a man at the point, that being Foreman. Or excuse me, not Foreman, that was Gerletti. Might have gotten the paddle to it and redirected that away from goal. Keeping this a 2-1 hockey game. Face-off won by the Red Raiders. Chase with it now. Markison, he tried to feed somebody who was not there. Red Raiders, as this is dumped in by Gerletti. Puck does not bounce too far off. Tap behind the net. Finney up to Theron. Theron tries to chip it. Nothing there. Valdivieso will play it. Leaves it for Finn. Finn tries to send it up the sideboards to a man. That is Laidlaw. Chip back in front. Peter back into that corner. Barker giving chase to Laidlaw. It's finally cleared out. Abel's with it. Abel loses it to Chase, who makes a great check. Here comes the Red Raider captain. Down to Theron. His shot doesn't look like he got too much on it. Chase Markison with the puck now. Chase will dump it around for Theron. Theron with it. Battled along the boards with Foreman, I believe. As Longcar plays it right back to him. Excuse me, no, that was Edwin Zhao. Back up. Longcar, a shot. Great save. A rebound in front. Nothing there. Red Raiders continue to hold possession. 7 minutes played here in the third period. Theron chips it around Barker. Barker and him battling. The loose puck picked up by Hallam. Hallam trying to find a man. Finn in front. Finn scores! Jack Finn's first of the season has tied it. And the Red Raiders right back into it with a good third period shifts. 7 minutes in, we're knotted up at 2. Jack Finn's first of the season, and it could not have been any bigger in a game the Red Raiders have trailed all day. Getting one right back, it is the third pairing defenseman who does not have his partner in Brendan Capers, who is out for the season, comes up huge. Cullen Hallam and Schutz. Desjardins out, he'll play it. Given chase by Sturkett. Sturkett back in front. Almost a bad read off the stick of Kramer. Puck is redumped around. Sturkett and Desjardins meet. Back in front. It's going to clear the zone. No icing. Came off of a U of H guy. That was Vachon. Hallam a good forecheck. Sturkett dumps it in. Vachon back in front. Great save. A rebound. Oh, it just goes past the blue line. Off of the blue. Back in front. People hitting everyone. Schutz trying to clear it. Nothing there. Cullen trying to get around Galar. As Gallagher sends it to Droid. An interesting turn of events. Here comes Gallagher, the captain. Gallagher saved by Valdivieso. Oh, that's the second time today U of H have had an opportunity right in front, and it just trails right through the blue crease. First one more than likely got a stick of Valdivieso. That one was just a clear miss. But as the first goal from Chase Markison, U of H have responded. Kyler Plant out there. Plant wins the faceoff as Peter sends it up. Trying to find Connor Neal. Sends it to Birdsong. Birdsong doing circles. Plant tries to send it to a man. Here comes U of H. One-on-one, Jeremy Price and Bradley Coyce. Coyce, beautiful defending. Into the corner. Abel and Plant fighting for the puck. Plant's going to send it up. So be an icing, but a good clear out by the Red Raiders. Foreman, Price, Abel for U of H. It looks like Edwin Zhou and Trey Barker. Red Raiders will keep Coyce, Longcar, Neal, Birdsong, and Plant. Plant wins the face-off, and it's a bouncing puck that'll exit the zone. U of H is offsides. Longcar will set it up. Good move by Peter. And what in the world happened there? I think they were going to call U of H offsides. Saw Barker doing a little hand gestures. I think he said, maybe. It's going to go all the way. The delayed offsides called. I don't think a U of H man saw it. Kind of similar to what happened with Hallam. Texas Tech gets fresh bodies out there in Markison's and Laidlaw, Desjardins, Kramer. Let's see who U of H has out there. Abel, good off the face-off shot from Laidlaw. Tie it behind the net. That comes off. Referee blows his whistle, stuck in the back of the netting. Face-off to come in the neutral zone. Gets the net set up for Price. That's the third time today that net has come off for Joseph Price. Foreman, Abel, and Price. Face-off won by Tech. It's sent into the zone. Joe will play it. Good little stick by Chase Markison. Good sticks. Bouncing puck. Theo with it. Turns his body. Is able to retain possession. Theo with it. Theo a shot. It's going to go high. Up and around. Desjardins moved off the puck, and here comes Jeremy Price. Price all the way over. Couldn't find the stick of Abel. Abel tries to throw it on net. Back in front. Price has it. Where's the puck at? A diving stop by Theron. They try to send it back on net. Covered by Valdivieso. Another good opportunity for U of H. Comes to naught. The Red Raiders crashing the middle of the ice to make sure no rebound comes in that slot area. Jesse Jennings, Margolis, Jacob Price with Gallagher and Droit. Face-off won by U of H. Price misplays it. It's going to go all the way back for Gallagher with the forecheck coming. Oh, a weird play from Joseph Price, the goalie. I thought Gallagher was going to end up taking that at some point. Left on by Schutz for Longcar. Longcar off of his pads. Comes out of the zone, but Tech will gain possession and immediately turn around. Cullen takes a hit from Droit, staying with the puck. He's had a couple good sticks today. Up to Finn, the goal scorer. Back down for Schutz. Landon Schutz a shot. Rebound in front, nothing there. Cleared out by Jacob Price, but the Red Raiders again controlling the possession. Good sidestep move by the captain. It's going to go deep. Cullen and Droit battle along the boards. Puck is still loose, recovered by Droit. Droit lost it. Finn's going to jump. Finn a shot. Good save by Price. 10 minutes have gone by here. Third period, 9:50 left. 2-2. Knotted up. Jack Finn. An impressive goal. Plot wins the faceoff. One-timer. Looks like it hit a body in front from Coys. Chipped out by Munoz. And it's right up to Birdie after the chip out from Kramer. Here comes Birdsong. Birdsong a shot. Kept it low. Blockered. Birdie ends up with it. Birdie tries a backhand. Hits the deck. As Neal chips it around. Joe and Birdsong. Battling along the boards. Trying to get the puck loose. It is Zhao, now Abel and Plant. Everyone's going to join. The puck comes loose. And it's Connor Neal. Neal leaves it for Kramer. Makes a man miss. That was Zhao. Down. Back in front. Oh, they tried to find Kramer streaking through the middle. Back in front. Tries to find Birdie. This is going to come out of the zone. Here comes U of H. It's Jaden Munoz. Munoz left it. Beautiful stick work by Connor Neal on Cole Garletti. Cole Garletti. Allows Valdivieso to cover it to get the Markisons, Laidlaw, Desjardins, and Aloncar. Face-off won by Chase. Hoffman and Longcar tied up. Puck thrown across, and Desjardins has it. Tries a through ice, goes off of Markison's stick, played by Gallagher. Tries to send it to Droit. Stayed high. Desjardins dumps it back deep. Droit rings it around. Chase Markison's going to beat him. Theo tries to steal it. Puck will exit the zone. Longcar's got it. Longcar tries to send a cross ice to Laidlaw. Keeps a bouncing puck. Vecchione with it now. Two Red Raiders near. Battle right here for the puck. Desjardins up. A good chip out by Theron. Ends up at the stick of Gallagher. Leaves it for Droit. Goes off of his stick. Intercepted and dumped back in by Finn. Markison's going to go give it chase before he changes on for Hallam as Cullen and Schutz are on. Shuts an interception. Back in front. Oh, what a save by Joseph Price. On a loose puck, it's picked up by Hoffman, and he's going to leave it for Vecchione. Vecchione. Nothing there. Good sticks. As Hoffman and Markusen have a few words. He's chirping everyone, including Schutz. Markusen to the bench. Referee's breaking most of it up. A good stick by Jack Finn. Kind of disrupted Nicholas Vecchione right there. Had it so close. Hallam wins the face-off. Kramer's going to go give it chase. Try to clear it off of Price. Nothing there. Top of the blue line. Good block by Cullen. Keeps it in. Red Raiders can chip it out. There goes Landon Schutz. Schutz to Landon Hallam. Hallam to Cullen. Cully a shot. Got it off the stick of Barker. Tries a wraparound. Nothing there. Cullen with it. Cullen on net. Back across. Nothing there as Connor Neal jumps on. Neal is hit hard, and he is down. Penalty coming up on U of H. And a big hit by Peter Longcar. And it's a big hit. It's going to be an elbowing. And you can see him holding the face. Jeremy Price will go to the box. See how high Neal's face mask is. 6:50 on the clock. It'll be a 2-minute power play for elbowing. And if there's blood, it could be a double. Don't know how that works in ACHA, but Neal looks fine. He's back up with his line, but he was down for a second in that far corner where the faceoff's getting taken. How do I zoom this thing so y'all could get a better view, my opinion? Well, nothing there. Ready to go. It looks like one of the officials is talking with Kendall. Face-off won by the Red Raiders. Longcar a shot. Keeps it on net. A good tip in front by Theron. Nothing there. Longcar keeps it in the zone. U of H playing aggressively off the referee. Or excuse me, the linesman. Tech will set up. Oh, off the stick weird of Markusen. Chase has it. Chase goes down. Tech is calling for a trip. Jaden Munoz. Munoz blocked shot. Back in front, another block. Tech trying to get it out. Peter has it. And he gets it up to Laidlaw. Red Raiders can finally break out. Laidlaw runs a little interference for Chase. Markusen lost it. Coyce is on along with Finn. They changed out Kramer and Longcar. Over. Theron has it. Leaves it in front for Chase. Chase takes a man down. Coyce with the puck. Coyce a shot. It got deflected in front by Chase. Nothing there. Desjardins is on. Back in front. Theron a shot. Rebound in front. Came to nothing. Barker in front. Red Raiders putting a lot of pressure on during this power play. Laidlaw to Markusen. Theo still out there. Cuts around at the circle. Theo still with the puck. Comes to Eric Desjardins. Desjardins tries to find Coyce, who was streaking down to the slot. Nothing there. Back in front. Redirect. Oh, Hallam so close. Third time today, Hallam has been robbed. Back in front. Laidlaw. Desjardins tried to find Hallam, and Jaden Munoz is going to go with it. Munoz. Good shot save by Valdivieso. Tech will get another fresh line out. Hallam gives it chase. Hoffman out. Goes off of a U of H player. It's going to go behind the goal. 3 seconds. Texas Tech 0 for 2 today on the power play. As Jeremy Price enters. Puck is sent high. Longcar is there. We got another one. And it's going to be 4-on-4. Hoffman again. This time with Landon Hallam. They're jawing at each other. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for Roughing Miners. Texas Tech calls a timeout. Kendall Craig calls it. Under 5 to go here in period number 3. 2-2 is our score. Chase Markison and Jack Finn for the Red Raiders. Cole Gurlety and Austin Droit for U of H. Ready to go after the timeout. Schutz, Cullen, Kramer, Longcar for the Red Raiders. Droit, Gallagher, Gurlety, Abel. Whistle blows. And we'll do it all over again. Took a second off for the whistle blow. They kick Abel out. Schutz stays in. Natural centerman on the KSB line. That was Kellenberger, Schutz, and Birdsong. Really good line back in Gunnison, Colorado. Face-off won by U of H down to Gallagher. Gallagher up to Droit. Sidesteps Cullen there. Minute 59 left in 4-on-4 hockey. 2-minute minors for roughings to both Hallam and Hoffman. Shot goes off of the foot of Kramer as Gurlety tries to chip one around Longcar. Longcar got a good stick to it. Battle along the boards between Cullen and company. Kramer's going to take it. Keegan Kramer up to Tyler Cullen. Cullen's going to dump one deep. Brings Chase Markison on for the captain. Oh, no. Kramer, I don't know how that stayed in the zone. He hit the deck. Kramer dumps one deep. Kramer's still battling along the boards. Abel's got it. Laidlaw is back there. They have 3 offensive players now. Abel. Good movement from Chase Markison. And here comes Theo. They're going to get Coyce out there. Tech in theory has 4 forwards on the ice. Theo loses it to Gurlety. Gallagher under 40 seconds now. Going to send it deep. No icing on the touch. Chase is going to play it. U of H will get their change. Chase Markison, he can zoom around everyone. Got around Foreman easily. Sturdivant. Shot by Chase. Oh, my goodness. I thought he popped the bottle for a second. It looks like he got the shoulder of Price. Outlet pass to Ethan Foreman. Coyce a good stick. Battle along the boards. 2 guys go down. Nothing there. That was Turquette and Markison. Markison's going to get a change as Barker plays it deep. 4-on-4 is over. Cullen and Hallam ran into each other. Puck sent across. Sturdivant. Longcar. Good block by the captain. Gonna dump it around the back boards. 2 guys arguing. Foreman. We're going to go back to 4-on-4. So for 2:20, this is going to be a very stressful 2 minutes. They're going to throw Longcar in the box for roughing, a cross check. And now what's happening? They're going to call a double minor on Peter Longcar for a roughing on top of it. I'm very confused what is happening here. Five-on-four hockey. It's going to be a power play for U of H. So they're going to call a roughing, which negates the 4-on-4 hockey. They're going to call a 2-minute minor on Longcar. So initially, both get sent in for roughing to make it 4-on-4 and make it a little interesting. But Kendall and now Daniel Hallam are arguing with the officials, and rightfully so. Why this is not 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. It would give U of H 20 seconds of power play time before we would possibly go to overtime. That is a possibility. Both these teams went to overtime in Amarillo Friday night. Theron Markuson with the winner. Looks like Kendall's getting an explanation. And I'm about as confused as almost anyone here. They're going to keep the 2-minute minor on Longcar on the board. Red Raiders talking with Hallam. They have one shorty on the year. Opposite circle than what we were originally going to be in. This is going to be interesting. 2:20 left on the clock here in the third period, tied at 2. 2-minute minor to Longcar for roughing. Markuson's, Laidlaw and Desjardins. Face off 1. Tie up at center, cleared out by Theo. Who will be the first forechecker down? It'll be Laidlaw. Give chase to Droit. Droit to Munoz. Munoz will skate it around. He will start the power play for U of H. All the way over. U of H have to stop for a second as it went off of Foreman's skates. Dumps around the back. Chase with it. Sent high in the air. Chase Markuson tries to play it. Back in front. That was a scary puck. Laidlaw clears. Red Raiders get a change. Hallam and Cullen come on. Oh, and a good stick. Good forechecking by the Red Raiders. Excuse me. It is Hallam and Schutz, not Cullen. Hallam, good forechecking. Minute 30 with a minute 13 left on the minor. Big hit. Oh, and the turnover in front. Schutz had a great opportunity. Hallam playing aggressive. Puck is tied up between Abel, Hallam, and company as it's picked up by Gerletti. Oh, and it's a tip in front. Joseph had no idea how to play that. Another good stick by the Red Raiders. 44 seconds. Up to Gerletti. Another good stick in front. Hallam gets a change. Markuson a stick on Munoz. Munoz on in. Loses the stick for a second. Shot on net goes wide. Under a minute to go. 30 seconds. Shot on net. Stays slow side. Trying to clear it out was Markuson. Markuson a shot. It goes completely wide of the net. Chase dives to play the puck. Almost cleared away. Who's got the puck back in front? And it's going to be a slash on U of H. We will get 4-on-4 hockey for 18 seconds. It is Grant Sturtevant to the box. What in the world is going on? The Red Raiders could go into overtime with a power play almost exactly how they won it in Amarillo. I need to calm down. Markuson's Kramer, Coyce, Abel, Hoffman, Barker's Yo. Face off one by Chase, trying to clear it. Throws it on net was Kramer. And a good stop. Whistle blows twice, don't know what for. 33.5 on the clock. Do the Red Raiders have some magic in the tank we haven't seen? Yesterday came out and put 3 on Kazarian and Cronruth, forcing U of H to pull them. Went on to win 6-2. Scored 5 twice in Amarillo. Face-off won by Hallam. Coyce has it. On net. It was a tip shot in front by Hallam. They're going to crash quickly. Is Longcar going to join the play? 4 seconds. It's a tie-up along the boards. U of H trying to kill off time to go to overtime. Longcar joins. Abel's going to go with it shorthanded. Xavier Abel sends it across. It's Hoffman steering around. Sends it around the backside of the boards. 7 seconds and we are going to go to overtime. More than likely. Puck is loose and we will go to overtime here in Sugar Land, Texas. 2-2 is our score. And Texas Tech will get a minute 22 of power play time to start overtime. What a game that saw U of H go up early on a Cole Gerletti goal. They held a 1-0 advantage midway into the second period when Chase Markison finally beat Joseph Price. For the end of the second, U of H got one from Austin Droit. And to start the third period, Jack Finn of Texas Tech ties it. And we have had opportunities after opportunities for both sides. 2 huge misses by U of H. One that caught the paddle of Valdivieso, and one that just simmed right in front of the blue paint. So stressed. What has been a fun year to call Tech hockey. 7-0, trying to go 8-0 on the semester. Well, an update from Danlaw Field back in Lubbock. 14-3, Texas Tech over CSU Bakersfield. How about Connor Schaus? He has done incredible work along with Lincoln Garcia, making a very watchable Red Raider program. Last year only won 20 games under Tim Tadlock back for his 14th season. And for U of H fans, you'll find the name Dylan Maxey very familiar, the former Red Raider catcher. Also off to a good start here in H-Town for the Cougs. Also shout out to former travel ball teammate Easton Winfield. What a guy. Getting everything set up for this overtime period, Texas Tech will start with a minute 22 on the Grant Sturvet slashing minor. Tech will go 4-on-3. Which line will start for the Red Raiders? They are talking this over between Kendall Craig and the officials. Craig very animate on the bench. It's very rare to see him that animated. Big update, though, for Red Raider basketball fans. Of course, JT Toppin, out for the year. The Red Raiders are up 49-29 or 45-29 at half. Donovan Atwell has gone crazy for the Red Raiders, up on number 4 Iowa State. Donovan Atwell 5 of 9 from 3 with 15. Christian Anderson 8-2 and 4. And a good showing so far from Luke Bangboye with 9 points and 2 rebounds. Also give a little love to Josiah Mosley, who is 3 of 3 from the field so far. They will start Markison's, Hallam, Coyce. And do we have something entertaining coming our way? 5 minutes of overtime. Red Raiders will spend a minute 22 on the power play. Faceoff was won by Texas Tech. Coyce to Markison. It gets quiet in the arena. Markison can skate it all the way around if he pleases. Up to Coyce. Coyce to Hallam. Hallam back to Coyce. Coyce. Theron. The game winner. Theron. shot. Save. Puck was loose for a second. Covered up by Joseph Price. 2 guys are down. And is Price hurt? And that would thrust, if Joseph Price is hurt, he is looking hurt, that would thrust Kassian Kronruth into overtime action. I see Kassian on the bench. He has grabbed his mask. He is ready. A scrum in front between Texas Tech and U of H for a loose puck. They've taken off the mask of Joseph. Price back up. Good to see for U of H. You see Kronruth takes his mask off. Price is going to skate around and get a breath. Kind of reset himself. The Red Raiders use a little mini timeout. Already called their timeout. Kind of set up a game plan for this face-off with just under a minute left on power play time. Hallam will take the face-off instead of Markuson. Now you got Coyce in the back. Face-off won by Hallam. Coyce will keep it in the zone. Off of a stick in front. What a soccer play, I guess you can say, from Markuson. Valdivieso will come all the way out and play this to Coyce. 43 seconds. Bradley Coyce with the puck right here below us. Oh, Coyce, a bad turnover. Right to Vecchione. Vecchione dumped to the ice. And his loose puck is picked up by Hallam. Hallam up to Theron. Just a little outstretched. Abel loses the puck to Theron. No idea who has it. It looks like it's Abel battling with Hallam. Abel goes down. 15 seconds of the power play. Where is the puck? There it is. It kicks out. Right to Chase Markuson. Chase. Theron. Theron waits. Back in front. Nothing. And it clears the zone. Cleared out by Valdivieso. Back to center ice on a bad turnover. Tech will get their changes. We're back to 3-on-3 hockey for 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Good sidestep by Edwin Zhou. Good play by Landon Schutz. Chase Markuson with the puck. Now U of H got a big turnover, and that's going to be a too many men on the ice, and U of H will go back shorthanded. Or is it Texas Tech going to the penalty? What is happening? And it will be U of H going too many men over. Texas Tech will go on the power play again. Hallam, Cullen, Schutz with Longcar. And they had 4-on-4 because I think of when the penalty expired, I think they kept 4 on. U of H sent out 6 or something like that. They had so many men right there in that whole line change. I think trying to get back to 3-on-3 hockey, they jumped all their men, and it's costed them 2 minutes again. Face-off won by Hallam. Jot kept in by Longcar. Almost loses an edge. Another 2-minute penalty will basically kill off most of the overtime left. Tech started with a power play, and they're back on it. Longcar skates around, leaves it for Cullen. Tyler Cullen. Could he be the hero? Cullen rings it back around for Schutz. Schutz has it, leaves it for Cullen. Tyler Cullen in front. Beautiful save by Joseph Price. Valdivieso fainted. Hallam is right there to play it. Hallam cross ice to Cullen. They've sent out Chase Markuson with him. Cullen Clark couldn't stay on his feet. Puck clears it out. Minute left. Everyone will get their change. Kramer on with Laidlaw and the Markusens. All the way up. Chase Theo. Back to Chase. Theo hits the deck. Over. Kramer. Fakes. Back to Markusen. Chase a shot. Scores! Red Raiders win in overtime! Chase Markusen, second of the night! And for the second time in 2 weeks have beaten the U of H Cougars in overtime. Both overtime winners scored by the Markusens. And the Red Raiders have gone 8-0 on the semester. An absolute gutsy performance by Joseph Price comes to no avail. The Red Raiders will finish the semester for the first time in club history undefeated, going 8-0. Chase Markusen, an absolute rip for his 5th of the weekend. For Kendall's mom, there he is. To the seniors, Tyler Cullen, Theron Markusen, Peter Lonkar, and Connor Neal, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone for an amazing season. The Red Raiders finished with the best record in club history, shattering last year's finals. I don't know what to say. I'm such in distraught. They finished with a better record than last year, which was the best in club history. They end this year on a heater. And to anyone that knows, Zach Birdsong will be shaving his head. 8-0. 3-2 today. They sweep U of H, taking 4 of 4. Thank you so much for listening. We will see all of you, next fall semester. Texas Tech